Just got a very wonderful net. I'm going to make this short because I need to get some rest. I have a couple of VA appointments tomorrow morning. So you have a good evening and Merry Christmas, my friend.
WV3K, KE8VC. Good to hear you, Phil. And thanks for taking the time to come and check in and out here. And I hope everything goes well with the VA. And get some good rest tonight. I'm sure that'll make that a little bit easier to handle. And Merry Christmas to you and your family as well. And 73, KE8VCA.
Kilo Charlie 8 Hotel Delta Papa AC8 HDP Jerry and Shreve.
KC8 HDP KE8VZA. Jerry, good to hear you tonight. I got you on the log here. And also Tom, KA8MNT from the blue screen, who asked to be in and out. So we got two more on the log there. How you doing tonight, Jerry?
Oh, doing all right. Just thought I'd join the net this evening. Not usually in on Sunday evening, so thought I'd stop by and say hello to everyone. Good to hear you, Eric.
All right. Well, welcome aboard, Jerry. Got you on the log.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Charlie Hotel Bravo.
From
Craig from Shreve.
KE8VZA. Let's see. Tom, KA8MNT. Got him in and out here, like I said. And if you can't tell from my voice, I am still on the road to recovery from whatever this crazy affliction is that's roaming around, and it's kind of like a cold and the flu. It's, yeah, I don't know what it is. I call it the crud. So I've had it since Tuesday afternoon this past week, and I feel almost human now. It's still kind of a shell of my real self. So my voice is good to go, at least for the pre-show anyway. So anybody else out there that would like to get on the log before the pre-show starts, we have about 5 minutes or so. So give me a call.
Kilo Foxtrot 8 Charlie Oscar, Doug from Maslin.
Charlie Oscar, I'm not sure. Anyways, WB4AIZ. I know it's almost time for before the lady comes on, but just making sure that somebody was hearing me on from Echolink. B4AIZ.
WB4AIZ, KE8VZA. How you doing, Chuck? Hope the weather's decent down there in Florida, and hope you're doing okay. And good to hear you tonight. Are you going to stick around for the full net, or are you going to go check in and out tonight?
Oh, as usual, I'm going to be in and out. Yeah, I'll be in and out. We're watching the local Tampa Bay Buccaneers are playing late tonight. So, anyways, Merry Christmas and all that. I bought myself a pair of headphone, Bluetooth headset for Christmas. With noise canceling, so anyways, wonderful from Amazon. Anyways, no, I won't be around. Before Wednesday.
WB4AZ, KE8VZA. Well, hey, Chuck, those headphones sound pretty cool. I know I have a Bluetooth set of headphones that kind of, they don't have a band that goes over your head. There's one for each ear, and they have a clip that goes behind your ear. I have them at the rec center, so I like the clip part so they don't fly out of my ear. But it really is nice to not have to worry about having it must be connected to this phone. You a lot of freedom of movement, and they sound great. It's a win-win. So good to hear you tonight, Chuck. Enjoy your headphones, and thanks a lot. Merry Christmas. This is KE8VZA. We have a couple minutes left. If anybody else would like to squeak in under the wire, I'm listening.
Kilo Foxtrot 8 Charlie Oscar, Doug from Assoc.
Alpha Bravo 8 Mike Oscar AB8MO.
Kilo 4 Oscar Golf K4OG in Kentucky.
KJ5 IUU Greenville, Mississippi.
KF8 CHB Kilo Foxtrot 8 Charlie Hotel Bravo Craig from Shreve.
All right, I'm going to pick it up there. Wow, we grabbed a few stations there. This is KE8VZA returning. And usually at this time of the night, I get one or two that squeak under the wire. Wow, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the first one there, or the one I'm going to call out first is KF8COO. Doug, I apologize. I did get you the last time you checked in there a couple minutes ago, and I got you. You're in there. So rest easy. And after that was Andy, AB8MO, and Mark, all the way down from Kentucky, down in Foreland, K4OG, and Matt, KJ5IEU. He was over, is that Missouri? I can't see all of it on my screen. MS, I think that's Missouri. And KF8CHB, Craig, here in Ohio. So I got you gentlemen on the list, and I'm going to ask everyone to stand by for less than a minute, and our announcer will kick off the pre-show, KE8VZA.
The BeaconNet, a gathering of hams from around the world, will start on the system in 30 minutes. Come join us.
There she is, QST, QST, QST. I am Kilo Echo 8 Victor Zulu Alpha KE8VZA. My personal is Eric Echo Romeo India Charlie. And this is the BeaconNet pre-show on the W8WKY repeater in Doylestown, Ohio, which is just a stone's throw west of Akron, if you know where Akron is on the map. Anyway, let's see. Our frequency, 147 Mark 390 with a positive offset, and a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. You can also connect to us via Allstar, and our repeater node number is 48496. And if you are using Echolink, you can also find us with W8WKY-R. So there you have it. And we have at least one other repeater that is usually linked, and that's 146 Mark 700 in Elyria, Ohio. I don't know that the 147015 has its issue fixed yet with reference to being able to connect via Allstar to this repeater, but I know their repeater is still working. I heard it a minute ago. So anyway, you have alternate ways to get a hold of us. I'm going to take a break for time. I'll be right back. KE8VZA returning. So this is a controlled pre-net. I ask that all traffic come through net control, yours truly, and emergency or priority traffic, please break in at any time. And at this point, I'll take a pause, and if there is any emergency or priority traffic, please call now. Okay, hearing nothing, KE8VZA returning. So being that we are linked to several different other repeaters and nodes, usually down in Oklahoma. I see Oklahoma stations in the blue screen, so I'm assuming that's true. And some from Baltimore, Eddie, and surely some others. So with those linked stations in mind, keep in mind that when you press your PTT, give it a half a beat before you actually start talking to make sure that you're keyed up all the way around. And likewise, when you unkey, give it half a beat after you stop speaking, before you let go of the PTT. And before it's your turn to talk, make sure there's at least a good beat and a half in there before you key up, so that everything clears out, resets, and is good to go, and we can hear every word that you say. So with that, very long-winded, we're going to start our Mickey Mouse roll call. So I'm going to take a break again, and we'll begin. KE8VZA returning. So our first station on our Mickey Mouse roll call here, our net control team, will be our net control operator at the top of the hour, Nick at Nite, KE8QKO. How are you tonight, Nick? And what do you have for us at this point?
All right, KE8VZA, KE8QKO. I guess I'm going to Rickroll you now, because you can call me Rick. I don't know. Yeah, finished up first round of Christmas with my wife's family today. So I'm standing by for the start of the net, and hopefully a nice, relaxing couple of weeks here through Christmas and New Year's. I have to work a little bit, but not too much. So I'm hoping for some quiet time, some downtime, and some good just hanging out time. Anyway, with that, I'll pass it back to you, KE8QKO.
All right, thanks, Nick. Yeah, I am looking to do pretty much the same thing. I'm on the hook this coming Friday to actually be in the office. I have a couple face-to-face meetings with a few people on a project, and it was decided to do it that way. So that's fine. I'm off most of the week anyway. So cool. We'll clear with KE8QKO. I'm KE8VZA, and the next station in our net control team is Dustin, KD8EPC. How you doing tonight, Dustin? Sorry to hear that your van may not make it. And any updates, and how are you?
KEVZA and the BeaconNet pre-show. Well, good evening, Eric. Thank you for the condolences on the van there. Yeah, it's officially done. It's the engine is done. So I'm up I'm kind of SOL right now. Have no car, have no way to get to work. So I've been getting rides in when I can to do odd jobs, but right now I'm at a standstill and kind of SOL. So it's been a bad weekend, but we're gonna stick around and hang around for the big show. With that, this is KD8EPC, back to pre-net control.
All right, Dustin, good to hear you today. Again, sorry about the van. I can't imagine being without a vehicle. That would drive me crazy. If I had one I wasn't using, I would surely loan it to you, but I don't. Anyway, if I do catch wind of somebody selling a halfway decent operating vehicle for a good price, I will definitely let you know ASAP. So we'll clear with KD8 EPC and go down to see. Let's see if Just Nick is around. He might be down on the farm doing some remote connecting to join the net. We'll have to see. KD8 SLG, KE8 VZA. How you doing, Just Nick? If you're out there, and are you going to hang around for the net tonight?
KE8 VZA, this is KD8 SLG. Good evening, Eric, and all of the Beacon netizens. I am down the farm. I'm trying to warm my feet by a fire, but it's a Netflix fire. It's really not very efficient. Anyway, whatever it is you had earlier this week, thanks. I got it. I won't be sticking around tonight. I need some sleep. Good to hear everybody out there. Merry Hanukkah if I don't talk to you. It's KD8 SLG, back to net control. Thanks, Eric.
All right there, Just Nick. Well, I'm sorry to hear that you got this crud, or at least a form of it. It hangs on for a while. From what I hear from other people I've talked to that have had it, my parents both have it. They're recovering. They're ahead of the game. So is my XYL, but whom I believe I got it from. But yeah, you'll be functional, but you'll still have a cough and a couple other little nagging symptoms for a while. So good to hear you tonight, Just Nick, and Merry Happy Kwanzaa to you as well. And thanks for checking in. Get some good sleep tonight. Sleep is definitely a good way to combat this. Anyway, we'll clear with KD8 SLG 73 Just Nick. I am KE8 VZA. Next on the list is W8HRF. Are you out there, Josh? And are you going to stick around for the net tonight?
KE8 VZA, W8HRF. Good evening, Eric. Good evening to everybody on the Beacon Net. I will be sticking around. I'm going to mosey my way down to the radio room and work on some stuff and listen to the net here, and should be a good time. So, yeah, I think we got some form of the whatever bug that's going around, because we're losing our voices over here. But, all right, we'll talk to you in a little while, Eric. Thanks for running the pre-show. KE8 VZA, W8HRF.
All right there, Josh. Got you on the log, sticking around. Sorry to hear that you're coming down with something like this, too. It's really going around. It's not pleasant. We're probably all giving it to each other. It's just crazy. Anyway, I missed the net last Friday because of this. I slept right through it. I woke up and I'm like, oh, I got to check in. And it was like after midnight. I'm like, okay. Anyway, we'll clear with W8HRF. I'm KE8 VZA. Next station on the list is KE8 YUK. Lucy, how are you doing tonight, Lucy? And are you going to stick around for the big show?
KE8 VZA, KE8 YUK. I'm kind of miserable. I thought I was really starting to beat this halfway through the week, and I might have just overexerted my voice. I'm not really sure. Bless you, Betty. I forgot to give her dinner because I'm a top-tier parent, but, anyway. But, yeah, I'll be sticking around with Josh, probably not talking so much, but I'll be around. Back to you.
All right. Sorry to hear you're coming down with this too, Lucy, or you've got it. Yeah, the voice kind of comes and goes in the beginning, but then you kind of get your voice back as long as you don't overdo it. So my voice sounds ragged, but I think it's going to make it tonight. So anyway, good to hear you, Lucy. Say hi to Betty. And we got you on the log of sticking around. And we'll clear with KE8 YUK. We'll go down to KI5DAY. Alan, I saw you in the blue screen. Are you really here yet? Or is it all smoke and mirrors?
KI5DAY. Hey, yeah. So he's over there hanging out. Got a bit of a... feeling kind of lazy. It's been a busy day, but not that busy. I took it easy today. I didn't go to church today. I stayed home because of my cough is really annoying. And when it flares up, it has a good time annoying me even worse. So I just decided to stay home. A friend of mine stopped by. He's another ham locally. Just talking about some stuff, and he was giving me a shirt that his wife made that was very nice of her. Her name is Linda. His name is Ed. Let me let this drop. Anyway, his girlfriend made this shirt with my call sign and the radio tower and my first name on there. I thought that was pretty cool, just because I guess I had been nice to him and helped him out with a couple things getting started in the hobby. And you know, it always comes back to you. But I'll be here hanging out, and I'll have some some alternate trivia and some pancakes. KI5DAY with Larry. Back to Nick.
All right, Alan, very good. Your transmission was a bit broken up in the beginning, but then it became clear, and we could hear everything you were saying, and we could hear Larry there, too. So I think whatever the issue is gone, and that's a good thing. But good to hear you tonight, and, yeah, I'm looking forward to pancakes. That sounds pretty good. Anyway, we'll clear with KI5DAY. I am KE8VZA with the Beacon Net pre-show on the W8WKY repeater in Doylestown, Ohio. The main net will kick off at the top of the hour. We do this every Sunday night and Wednesday night. Same times, Eastern times, 9:30 check-ins for the pre-show, 10 p.m. Eastern for the main net. Okay, so let me run down who I have, and then we'll call for more check-ins and work this list. Let me take a break. I'll be right back. KE8VZA returning. Okay, let's see. I have Josh and Marie, KE8YUG and KF8ANS. I grabbed them from the blue screen, as I did Ray, K5CFY, in the customary 10th slot. Eddie, W3ETB. Phil, WV3K, who checked in and out tonight, 73 Phil. Jerry, KC8HDP, who checked in here. Got him on the log. KA8MNT Tom checked in and out, 73 Tom. KE8ZRY Jeremy, KF8COO Doug, WB4AIZ Chuck from Florida checked in and out. He's trying out his new Bluetooth headphones. So 73 Chuck, good to talk to you. AB8MO Andy, K4OG Mark from down in Kentucky. KJ5IEU Matthew, KF8CHB Craig, KI5TAQ Taco Tim, NU5D Steve, I grabbed you from the blue screen. KE8QFT Fred, I got you from the blue screen too. And also KF5ADE Nickelodeon and KG5SYC Sandy, got you both from the blue screen too. Good to hear that Cibolo crew is with us. Okay, so there you have it. Those are our check-ins that I have thus far. So I'm going to go ahead and take some more check-ins, and then we'll work the list to find out who's staying and who's not. I am KE8VZA, looking for check-ins. Call now.
This is November 3 X-Ray Uniform Sierra. November 3 X-Ray Uniform Sierra, Gene in Clean, Texas.
AF5JB, Matt, Dulcie Swartan.
Whiskey Alpha 8, Kilo Oscar Charlie, WA8, KOC Fred Akron.
This is WA8JON, Whiskey Alpha 8, Juliet Oscar November. John, home QTH is Troy, Ohio, currently in Springville, Alabama.
November
This is
5.
KJ5. You need to correct the first
November
time I called in. You misheard me. You can correct the KJ5IEU. It's KJ5IUU. Greenville, Mississippi.
All right, I'm going to pick it up there. I'm going to go up to Scotty, KJ5IUU. I corrected your call sign. Thank you. Appreciate that. Let's see. I think there was a station that I might not have grabbed. Let me read off who I got in that round. I got N3XUS, AF5JB, Matt, short time. We'll get back to you in a minute, Matt. WA8KOC, Fred, WA8JON, and if I missed your call sign, please come back now and I'll add you to the list.
All right, we'll do KC8FQV, Mark. That's KC8FQV.
KC8FQV, KE8VZA, got you that time, Mark. I think it was you. You have a lot of background noise coming in with you. I don't know if it's from your environment where you are or something else. Anyway, I got you on the log, Mark. And I'm going to pop back up to Fred, WA8KOC. How you doing tonight, Fred? And are you going to stick around or are you going to be in and out tonight?
Hey, good evening, Eric, to you and everyone else in here on the net. It's going to be an early morning tomorrow, and I'll be running the barometer net Tuesday and Wednesday, so I think I'm just going to check in and out this evening. But I wanted to say hello to you if I don't hear from you, and everybody else, Merry Christmas, have a great holiday. Hopefully everybody has a safe one, and thanks for taking my check-in and being a pre-net control operator. You do a fabulous job. 7-3 to you and everybody else that's in here on the net. KE8VZA, WA8KOC. Take care, pal.
Thanks, Fred. Thanks for checking in. It's always good to talk with you. And Merry Christmas to you and your lovely wife and the rest of your family and friends there. And enjoy. And I may hear you on the beat, or you may hear me and vice versa on the Beacon Net at some point, or Barometer Net, sorry, this week. So that'll be cool. So I got your ticket punched here, got you marked in and out. Thanks again, Fred, 73. Let's see. We had another station that was short time, AF5JB. Matt, do you have some comments you'd like to share with the net at this time?
Yeah, I appreciate it. First of all, I want to say Merry Christmas to everyone out there, and hope everybody have a good one. And happy weekend. Of course, I stayed down. Of course, I have a small route to do Saturday morning, and then got done with it. Got done with that. Had me a nice little power nap. Afterwards, I got back up, got around, and got cleaned up, and did my laundry, and I went to I did about just pretty much copy. I been playing Batman Battle Royale, and it was a blast, and I went to I did the game Cruise and Blast. That's a race car game. Very fun game. Very fun game to play. And I got first place on that. And then I went to the Hard Rock and ate a hamburger there. And went back to the house and watched the TV and had me a beer and head on bed. Besides my Saturday night, and kind of took it easy all day today, and get ready for a whole new week. Do it all over again. So, oh well, I don't mind. But other than that, I did very well, and it's good to hear you won. And have a good safe week and a good night, and thanks for Pat me on and keep going next time. Good to hear you. Bye. City 3, this is AFI JB Matt in the city of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Matt take control. Thanks again. Good to hear you. Probably step man up back.
Very good, Matt. Good to hear you had a good weekend and you're keeping Pac-Man alive there. And good best wishes to you for the holiday week coming up. And hope everything is nice, cozy, comfy, and enjoyable. So thanks for checking in with us, Matt. Got you on the log here as in and out. Short time. So next, let's go up to the top of the list. We'll work this list. And we have about 8 minutes, so we're going to try to run through this pretty quickly, so I apologize for brevity. KE8YUG, Josh, how you doing? You sticking around tonight or in and out?
KE8VZA, this is KE8YUG. Yeah, I'll be sticking around, Eric. It's good to hear you this evening. Set it back to pre-net control, KE8YUG.
Awesome, Josh. Josh, how about you, Marie, KF8ANS? Are you going to stick around for the net tonight?
Yes.
KE8VZA here. KF8ANS, Marie, are you still out there, and are you going to stick around for the net tonight? All right, that might have been her trying to check in there. We'll circle back and touch base with Marie. She and Josh are in the same place, most likely, so I'm sure everything's fine there. We'll go down next to Ray, K5CFY. How you doing, Ray? Are you sticking around for the big show tonight? KE8VZA returning. Maybe Ray's out there, maybe he's on another net. I hope it's not a sign that we've lost a link there. Anyway, we'll go down to Eddie next. We'll circle back for Ray in a bit. W3ETB, Eddie. How you doing, Eddie? Are you sticking around for the net tonight?
Yeah, Eric. Yeah, I'll be here. I'll let you get on down the list. W3ETB, back in that.
All right, very good, Eddie. We'll clear with WV3K. We'll go down to, let's see, KC8HDP, Jerry and Shreve. How you doing, Jerry? And are you going to stick around for the main net tonight?
This is KC8HDP. I will be sticking around for the net. Back to you, Eric. KE8VZA, back to net.
All right, thanks, Jerry. Next station is KE8ZRY. Jeremy, are you sticking around for the main net tonight?
KE8VZA is KE8ZRY. I don't think I want to stick around. I'm a bit tired and I'm kind of still getting over some stuff, so I think I'm going to call it an early night, and I will say 73s to everybody. I hope everybody has a great week and a Merry Christmas if I don't talk to anybody before then. So sending it back over to Net Control. 73s, good evening.
All right, 73, Jeremy, thanks for checking in. Got you in and out, and sleep is the best medicine for a lot of this junk that's going around, if you have the time to do so. Anyway, thanks, Jeremy. We'll clear with KE8ZRY. Next on the list, we have KF8, Charlie, Oscar, Doug. How you doing tonight, Doug? And are you going to stick around for the main net in 3 minutes?
KE8VZA, this is KEF8COO. Hello, Eric. It's good to be on the net. Just want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. Going to enjoy this week off of work. I'm probably going to be in and out, and I'm sure hoping that whatever you guys have, the crud you have, does not spread via the airwaves. So I will send it back over to Net Control, KEF8COO.
Let's see. All right, Doug, thank you. 73 to you, and Merry Christmas. And maybe I should put a mask on my mic. No, not really. I'm just kidding. Anyway, good to hear you. Merry Christmas. Got you on the log in and out. Next on the list is Andy, AB8MO. Are you sticking around tonight, Andy?
You put a mask on your microphone, I'm disowning you. Yes, I'll stick around. Echolink to the rescue, AB8MO.
All right, Andy. Merely a joke. Don't cart me off to the loony bin just yet. I may still end up there, but not yet. Anyway, thanks, Andy. We'll clear with AB8MO. Got you on the log sticking around. Next is OG, K4OG. How you doing, Mark? And are you going to stick around for the net tonight?
KE8VZA, K4OG. I'll try to keep it short. Yes, sir. Sticking around for the net. And I got you up on the net logger on the phone blue screen. So bear with me on K4OG, back to net.
All right, Mark, got you on the log. We'll clear with K4OG. Go down to Scotty, KJ5IUU. Are you sticking around for the main net tonight, Scotty?
W8WKY.
Yes, I'll be sticking around for the net tonight. Mostly anyway. I'm still trying to get over a little bit of something myself, but this is KJ5IUU. Turn it back to net.
All right, Scotty. Got you on the log. Thanks. Let's see, KF8CHB. Craig, how you doing? And are you sticking around for the main net tonight?
KE8ZZA, Eric. Yes, I've got some questions, though. During this conversation while I was listening, my Allstar link looked like it came down with something. So I just wonder, is it possible that maybe you do need to put something over the mic? Are you transmitting something that's infecting all of the radios that are listening to you? But anyway, thank you so much. Wishing everybody a Merry Christmas. I think I'll be more in than out, but this put me as in and out. I appreciate it. KF8CHB, back to you, Eric. Thank you for running the net.
All right, Craig, maybe I have to find the right filter setting on my radio here. But thanks for checking in and out. Got you on the log. Good to hear you. 73 and Merry Christmas. Next on the log, KI5TAQ, Taco Tim. You sticking around for the net tonight?
Hey, good evening there, guys. This is KI5TAQ. Yes, I am sticking around for the net. I did a little research, and seemed like the internet on the Claremore repeater went flat, but as far as the Echolink going in through the Ohio repeater, coming in real good. So I just got a backup plan going just in case. This is KI5TAQ.
All right, Tim, good to know. Gotcha on the log is sticking around. Steve, NU5D, are you hanging around for the net tonight?
Hello, Nick, and the rest of the net, NU5D. Yeah, believe so. Also, my neighbor, N5LKR, Lima Kilo Romeo, or Lazy K Ranch, has been trying to check in a little bit. So, yeah, we'll be here. Internet hiccup, but hope it's playing like it should be now, and appreciate everybody putting it all together. NU5D.
All right, thanks, Steve. Gotcha on the log. I also added N5LKR, and as sticking around, we'll clear with NU5D. I'm KE8VZA with the BeaconNet pre-show. We're trying to do a lightning round here of who's staying and who's not. KE8QFT, Fred, are you sticking around?
Sorry, I couldn't find the microphone. Yeah, I'll be here. KE8QFT.
Very good, Fred. Gotcha on the log. Okay, jumping down to Nickelodeon, KF5ADE. Are you sticking around for the net tonight, Nick?
Good evening. This is KF5ADE along with KG5SYC. Both of us are sticking around for the net, so we're looking forward to it. And yeah, unfortunately, we are going to be on Echolink. The radio is just really misbehaving. So no good RF signal connection there. KF5ADE, back to net control.
All right, very good, Nick. Got you and Sandy on the log, KF5ADE and KG5SYC. Thank you. Next on the log is N3XUS. Gene, are you sticking around for the net tonight?
This is November 3 X-Ray Uniform Sierra, Gene Clean, Texas. Yes, that is my intent.
All right, very good, Gene. Thank you. Got you on the log. Next is WA8JON. Jonathan, are you sticking around for the net tonight?
This is WA8JON, currently in Springville, Alabama. And yes, I will be sticking around. WA8JON.
All right, very good. Got you on the log. We'll clear with WA8JON and go down to KC8FQV. Mark, you're sticking around, aren't you? You usually do.
Oh, yeah, I'll stick around. What's the difference? What's the difference? 2 minutes in and out. Yeah, I'll stick around. It don't matter, I guess, now. It's 5 minutes after already, so hopefully the main net controller don't get mad and leave you with the dirty work. KCFQV back to net.
All right, Mark. Yeah, I'm doing the best I can here. Thanks. Got you on the log sticking around. And the last one, but not the least one on the list, is Mac down in Arkansas, KI5RFI. Are you going to stick around for the net tonight, Mac?
Good evening, Eric, and everybody on the net. Yes, sir, I will be sticking around. Get it back to net control so you can get it going.
All right, thank thank you, Mac. Good to hear you tonight. Gotcha on the log. Okay, that's it for the check-ins that we have now. If you're out there and you want to check in, our net control, Nick at Nite, will be taking more check-ins momentarily. So we're going to go up to him. KE8QKO, the floor is yours, Nick. This is KE8VZA.
All right, thank you, Eric, and fine business plowing through those pre-checks. Good evening and welcome to the Beacon Net. My name is Nick. My call sign is KE8QKO, and I'll be net control for the evening. The Beacon Net meets every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on the WWKY repeater 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8, Allstar Node 48496, and Echolink W8WKY-R. This is direct-to-net, so all traffic must pass through net control. We are linked in with our friends in Oklahoma, the Fireside Network, and various other repeaters. So we ask you to key for a couple of seconds before and after you transmit so you hear everything you've got to say. Before we start taking check-ins, is there any emergency or priority traffic? Please call now. Okay, nothing heard there. Any stations that have not already checked into the pre-show that would like to check into the Beacon Net, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
This is WA8JON, Whiskey Alpha 8, Juliet Oscar November. John, home QTH in Troy, currently located in Springville, Alabama.
All right, I've got WA8JON John checking in there. Is there anyone else who'd like to check in the Beacon Net? Please call now.
W8WKY.
Okay, nothing else heard. We're going to talk to our trivia masters. We're going to start with K8VZA Eric to get our primary question read for us. Eric, take it away.
KE8QKO in the group, KE8VZA here with the main trivia question. So this is kind of part 2 to last week's main trivia, and also dealing with electrically illuminated Christmas trees. So last week was who created the first one, and then this one, the question this week is who was the first president to have a Christmas tree decorated with electric bulbs in the White House? So the possibilities are Alpha, James Garfield, Bravo, Benjamin Harrison, Charlie, Grover Cleveland, or Delta, Theodore Roosevelt. I'll take a break and read it again. KE8VZA returning with main trivia. Who was the first president to have a Christmas tree decorated with electric bulbs in the White House? Possible answers are Alpha, James Garfield, Bravo, Benjamin Harrison, Charlie, Grover Cleveland, or Delta, Theodore Roosevelt. I'll put this in the blue screen in a minute. KE8VZA back to net control.
All right, thank you, Eric. I have my answer written down here, so we'll see how that works out later on the net. Let's get on top of KI5DAY Alan and see what he has for us tonight. Alan, take it away.
Excuse me. KI5DAY. Hey, good evening, you filthy animals. On the theme of Christmas, I went with one myself. I just posted it in the blue screen. Remember, no Googling, no exploring internet or the search engines. Just be a champion and guess. Anyway, here we go. In one of the major cities in Venezuela, it is a tradition to do which one of these things on the way to Christmas Mass? So which one of these things do they do in a major city in Venezuela? It's a tradition of one of these things on the way to Christmas Mass. Let me let this drop, and I will give you your options. Is it A, wearing homemade angel outfits to Mass singing Julian Gaita, a Venezuelan Christmas song? B, walking barefoot to Mass in ragged clothes to show that you have been charitable to the poor during the Christmas season? C, roller skate to Mass to make sure that you're there on time? Or D, carry posters honoring a historical famous Venezuelan holy man, Cardinal Rafael Cornzales? KI5DAY, back to net.
All right, thank you, Alan. My answer I've written down as well, and I hope it relates to current Venezuelan economic ties. Perhaps it would help you from not getting robbed on your way to Mass. That's my answer anyway. We'll see how it works out towards the end of the net. And that takes us down to our first station here that is not marked as in and out. That is K8YUG. Josh, how you doing, sir? And what do you have to beacon at tonight? Kilo Echo 8, Yankee Uniform Golf. Josh, are you out there, and do you have comments from the net?
KE8QKO, KE8VZA. I think we lost the connection to the 700 repeater where Josh and Marie were coming through.
All right, copy that, sir. Thank you. And maybe we can get back to him a little bit later if that connection comes back up. Then we will go down to K5CFY. Ray, how you doing, sir? And what do you have for the beacon net tonight? Kilo 5, Charlie Foxtrot Yankee. Ray, are you out there, and do you have comments for the beacon net? Oh man, I am not doing well tonight. Got two no responses. Let's see what's going on with W3ETV. Eddie, how you doing, sir? And what do you have for us?
Yeah, I was going to delay and give you a fright there, Nick. But I said, no, I'll be nice. I'm here. I'm here. Let's see. Let me turn around. 24 degrees here in Annapolis. This just about barely 1 mile of wind. It is a cold night in Annapolis. So it's been a cold day all day long. And I stayed inside. Didn't go out. Don't feel like going out and getting cold. Anyway, yeah, that's about it. I'm going to go ahead and say that for the trivia questions, for the main one, I'm going to go with Cleveland. I don't know why, but I don't know. It just kind of, popped in my head that maybe it was Cleveland. It's probably wrong. And for the alternate trivia question for Alan, I like the fact that Alan did get in there something in there, Cornzales, I think he said. But I'm not going with that anyway. I'm going to go with C on that one. So C for the main and D for the other one because I think people probably might go bare feet, barefoot, bare feet. Actually, there's a PBS show. It's called Bare Feet, I think, or something other. It has to do with dancing. So anyway, turn it back to you there, Nick, so you can get on down the list. W3PD, back to that.
All right, thank you, Eddie. Got your answers down as Charlie and Bravo. Thanks for checking in there, sir, and I appreciate it. And yeah, you weren't going to get me too good because I knew Eric's listening, and he's on the digital node, I believe. So I'm not the only one out here, even though a couple of people didn't respond. But anyway, thanks for checking in there. Yeah, it was cold here too. Thankfully, I spent any time outside in my truck, not outside, and I got to stop at a almost cheese bar on the way home today. So that's always fun. Anyway, talk to you later, Eddie. Thanks for checking in. We appreciate it. Our next station was In and Out. That's WV3K, and that takes us down to KC8HDP Jerry. Jerry from Shreve. How you doing, sir? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Well, good evening, Nick, and to everyone on the net. Well, we've got a large group in here this evening. That's a great thing. Good to hear everyone. Sorry to hear so many people have the crud that's going around. Hope everyone gets over it quickly. I want to remind everyone that there will be a Christmas Eve edition of the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Weekly Tuesday Night Club Net on Christmas Eve. If anyone wants to check in, welcome to do so. Don't know what kind of crowd we'll get, but we'll be there for anyone who would like to check in. Other than that, I'll just wish everyone happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and we'll see you maybe on Christmas. So there you go. KE8QKO, Nick in the net. This is KC8HDP, Jerry in Shreve, Ohio, saying 73 and Merry Christmas.
W8WKY.
All right, thank you, Jerry. And yeah, I don't know if I'll be in front of my radio during the Club Net tomorrow. We'll see how it works out with the family. Maybe we'll watch a movie or something. That's how Christmas Eve tends to go. I did not catch your trivia answers. Do you want to come back with those?
Well, that's what happens when I don't answer them first. Let's see, I will go with Delta for the primary and Alpha for the alternate. Back to you, Nick. KE8QKO from KC8HDP.
All right, thank you, sir. Give your answers with Delta and Alpha. I appreciate that. And yeah, maybe we'll talk to you tomorrow. I'm not making promises, but I'll try. Next four stations here are In and Out. That's KA8MNT, KE8ZRY, KF8COO, and WB4AIZ, which takes us down to AB8MO, Andy. Just so you know, Andy, I thought about what Eric said, and I thought it was a good idea. I did put a mask on my microphone because I don't want to catch anything this guy going around right now. So I hope you're not going to tell me for that. But anyway, take it away, sir.
No, I shall publicly humiliate you right now. Okay. Well, if you think that's going to keep you from getting sick, all right. Well, you do that, Nick at night. Okay. Well, good evening to everybody here on the Beacon Net. I don't know, we got a major hiccup with 48496. Dashboard still looks a little screwed up, but I am connected to it, even though it's not showing any connections. Yeah, I'm told we're gonna try to get Allstar back up on 015 within the next day or two. Certainly no later than Christmas Eve, because Dave, our technical committee for Norma, is expecting the Santa Watch Net, which I don't know if that's even going to happen this year. I can't find any information on, since I know that there was a swap around between Dewdrop In and became Fireside or something like that, and any information I can find on the Santa watch net's a year old. But I've already had a request about connecting 015 to the Santa watch net. So if it does exist this year, I'm going to try to do it. I'm going to see if I can. I guess I'm just going to connect a few things and see what happens. And hopefully something will be there. We'll find out. So if the Santa watch net is still around, not the one that's on HF, but the one that was on Do Drop In, we'll have it on 015. Hopefully Allstar will be back up by then. That's what I'm told. That's the rumor. So let me drop this back. All right, answer to the trivium questions. Well, I can think of as one of those guys, I don't even know if he even saw Christmas because he got assassinated. I'm not going to say which one. But the only reason I'm going to say James A. Garfield is because I played at the James A. Garfield National Monument up in Mentor for one of my concerts over the summer. So I got to go with that. And then for, I don't know, I guess that's answer A. And then for Allen's, I'm going to say you're going to, I think it's totally a bait answer, to be honest, but I'm going to go walking barefoot in ragged clothes just to show the whole world how poor everybody is. And I think that was choice B, but I could be wrong. That's all I got. And yes, you don't need cable or satellite to watch PBS, folks. It's a public broadcasting system for a reason, because it's partially funded by the U.S. government. Back to net, this is AP8MO.
All right, thank you, Andy. Give your answers down as Alpha and Bravo. Yeah, it makes feelings about things that are funded by the U.S. government. I want to watch them. I don't want to watch them. I don't see how it works out. People like C-SPAN's not really funded by the government, but Anyway, thanks for checking in there, Andy. We appreciate it, and hope everything works out with the Santa WatchNet. Next, we have K4OG, Mark from he's down in Kentucky right now, I think. How you doing, Mark? And what do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
KE8TKO, K4, buddy. Yeah, I'm down here in Kentucky and had to take a break from stirring my nuts there, Nick. Making those candy pecans down here. They're a big hit. And during my break, I'm snacking on that delicious pumpkin roll. That thing's awesome. Thank you very much, sir. Really do enjoy it. Yeah, last week I think I was on the BeaconNet and I was telling everybody, y'all wash your hands and keep your fingers out of your eyes. Don't be tempted to rub that sleep out. Use some tissue or something. Or else you're going to get sick during the holidays. We don't want that. So sorry for everyone that didn't heed that warning, but I'm throwing it out there again. Because it's a 3 to 5 day incubation period, I believe. Man, I got that crud about 2 months ago. I can't believe it's still going around. It lasted a month. In my head, down in my lungs, and it went back and forth, up and down, up and down. So bless you guys out there fighting that, and wish you the healing thoughts, and yeah. So the answer to the trivia questions, gosh, I will go with Theodore Roosevelt for Alpha. And so much for my trivia marker, I couldn't find Allen's on there. So I'm just going to thump my fingers on the desk, see which one hurts the most, and that's going to be Alpha. Alpha. So looks like Delta and Alpha for me. Thanks, guys. It's been fun. Y'all have a good night. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. K4OG back to net.
All right, right, thank you, Mark. You know what? I heard your alternate answer. I did not hear your primary answer. I know you gave it. It went in one ear and went out the other. Delta and Alpha. And for what it's worth, your trivia marker, Alan's was a few lines above Eric's on your before your trivia marker. So it's there. It's just not super visible. I'm glad you enjoyed the pumpkin roll. We enjoy making those every year, and glad you had a good time with it. And yeah, those pecans sound awesome. As far as the crud goes, I'll tell you, I had that crud about a month or so ago, and I'm still coughing. I still got a bit of a phlegmy cough still today after all that crap that I had. But I will say the worst crud I ever got. Actually, we stopped this year on the way home from Columbus to Grandpa's Cheese Barn off 71. But, geez, how many years ago was it? Maybe 15 years ago, 18 years ago. My wife and I stopped there on the way home from Thanksgiving. And that's when they used to have all the samples right out there in the open where everybody could take a pretzel and scoop into all their samples and try all their dips and cheeses and all that stuff. And we came home after a trip to Columbus from Thanksgiving. The next day, we both got horribly sick at the exact same time. We both recovered at the exact same time. It was like a 2-day, just insane, horrible, both ends kind of crud. And that's when I realized, don't try the samples at the Grandpa's Cheese Barn or any of those roadside stops. Whenever I go there, I get the stuff I know I like, and that's about it. So the crud spreads, and it spreads easy. Anyway, thank you there, Mark. We appreciate it. And we're going to go down to KJ5IUU. Scotty, how you doing, sir? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Well, good evening, everyone, from Mississippi. 38 degrees and cloudy, so it's kind of cool down here in the south. I'm going to go ahead and give you my trivia answers. First one, I'm going to do D Delta, and for the second one, was going to be B Bravo. And I'm just sitting back listening to the net and studying for my general exam I'm hoping to take here at the start of the year, so try to move up one level. And other than that, things have been going well. Got over the crud about a month ago myself, so me and my wife. So other than that, we're doing fine. I've got next week off. Got a few honeydews before Christmas to take care of, which is normal. And other than that, things are fine. This is KJ5IUU, turning it back to net.
All right, thank you, Scotty. We got your answers down with Delta and Bravo. I'll say congrats. Say good luck on that getting your general license. I think I'm a big fan of the approach of getting your general, either close to technician or shortly after. Kind of what I did. I got my technician and got my general not too long after I studied for it and got it. I wish I'd studied for both and gotten them both at the same time because really the HF openings with general are just super useful if you want to get into that. And kind of wish I'd done it a little bit earlier myself. Extra, that's on my list. Someday I have an extra book. It's the old one, not the new one now. And one of these days I'm going to crack it open and start studying for it and try to go for it. But getting the general license is definitely important, in my opinion. Ham radio. Anyway, thank you for checking in there, Scotty. Good luck on your test. Let us know how it turns out for you. Our next station here is in and out. That's KF8CHB, which takes us down to KI5TAQ. Taco Tim from Bofang, Oklahoma.
Well, good evening there, Nick. I'm just sitting here resting, relaxing. And, let's get the trivia question away. I'm feeling like a Citizens Band radio. C and B. Main trivia question is C. Alan's trivia question, B. And that's how we're going to go. And, I got me a, shall we say, a nice nice resting little doggy that Alan likes to call a devil dog, and he's kind of wore out right now. So I'll just sit here and listen to the rest of the net, and hopefully the computer on the Claremore end does not go out. But then yet on the other hand, I got a backup plan, and it sounds real good right now when you got the stereo with the radio and the Echolink going at the same time. This is KI5TAQ.
All right, thank you, Tim. Got a transfer down there for Charlie and Bravo. It's good to hear you. I'm glad you're having fun with the dual banding of the radio there. Anyway, this is KAQKO on the WWK repeater, 147 Mark 390, Pulse with a PL total of 114 Mark 8, going through our list of check-ins for the Beacon Net. Next station we have here is NU5D, Steve. How you doing, Steve? What do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Well, good evening to everyone on the net. Y'all are coming in loud and clear. Had a little hiccup, but it went away. Considering Venezuela is in the tropical region, I would think the barefoot going to mass. And I'm just going to have to venture a guess on which president. I think, what is it? Grover Cleveland's on the $1,000 bill, and they could afford light bulbs, so I'll run with C for Grover Cleveland. Great net, and I'll be listening out. Good to everybody. Merry Christmas. NU5D.
All right, thank you, Steve. I think you said Grover Cleveland for the primary and Barefoot for the alternate. Is that correct?
Affirmative. Over.
All right. Copy that, sir. Thank you. The answer's down as Charlie and Bravo. That takes us down to K8QFT. Uncle Fred. How you doing, sir? What do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Well, hello, everybody. How you doing, Nick? I would say the answer to trivia is Alpha and Bravo. The Browns surprisingly lost today. It's very rare, you know. The Buckeyes, however, happened to squeak by Tennessee the other night, last night, and get to play one of the two teams that beat them earlier in the year, the Oregon Ducks. I'm not sure when that game's coming on. It's one of the many bowl games. Let's see, other than that, it's going to warm up tomorrow. Not much else to say. K8QFT. Back to net control.
All right, thank you, Fred. Got your answers as Alpha and Bravo, and yeah, it's not. I guess it's not a huge surprise the Browns lost. It's also not a huge surprise that the Ohio State won. But I also like to add that IU lost to Notre Dame this weekend, and I only say that because my father-in-law, who I cherish dearly, is an IU grad and loves IU. So, in order for I was watching the game, and obviously every time Notre Dame scored, I sent him a text message to let him know how sad I was that Notre Dame lost and IU did not score. And at the end of the game, I was also very congratulatory, or maybe not congratulations is the right word, but just letting him know that my sadness persisted with him that IU lost to Notre Dame because he is my father-in-law. So put that out there. I know he's not listening. He's not a radio operator, but fun to toss it out there and rub some salt in those wounds when I can. Anyway, let's go down to KF5ADE Nickelodeon. How you doing, sir? And what do you have to peek in that?
Good evening. This is KF5ADE Nickelodeon up here in Ohio, but we're on the Echolink down in Oklahoma because they glitched out for the second time, and it was getting kind of close, so we decided to go ahead and shift servers and went down and connected to Clarimore's system. So nonetheless, we're getting across, no problem. We're doing good up here, enjoying the grandchildren, enjoying ourselves, having a nice, cool weather, a little bit of snow that we have up here in Ohio. So we've been watching that as well and enjoying it. Other than that, we're getting ready for my cassette kids. So with that, let's go ahead and move into the trivia questions. I went ahead and chose the C. Grover Cleveland as my main answer, and I really, this is just a roll of the dice for the A for the Angel outfit. So, but nonetheless, it's all good. So with that, KF5ADE, we'll turn it back to net control.
All right, thank you, Nick. I listened to your answers. I did not. We got them here. Charlie and Alpha, thank you, Eric, because I listened and I did not write them down. I heard them and I did not write them. Anyway, Nick, thinking one of these days, one of these years, when you come up to Ohio, maybe put an antenna in your kid's yard that you can plug your radio right into it. You can probably hit the repeater pretty darn good if you have an antenna up high enough. And then you can get an RF when you come visit. I don't know, just a thought. Maybe your kids would be okay with that or not, but it's worth thinking about. Anyway, let's go talk to your better half. KJ5SYC, Miss Sandy. And I'm going to say, I don't hear enough from you guys. You guys haven't been here in a while, and I miss you. So, anyway, thanks for checking in there, and let's talk to Sandy.
W8WKY.
This is KG5SYC, and hello, Net. We've kind of been busy with one thing or another. We've had the grandsons there in Texas and watching them while the son studied, and then we were getting ready to come up to Ohio and hang out with the grandkids here. And as far as an antenna, we have a 2-meter antenna. It is stuck in the basement, but normally that antenna gets out very well, I figure, for being in the basement, and it's attached to the beam in the basement. So I do have an antenna. We could put it up a little higher, I guess, if we really wanted to, but we're not up here enough to constitute the kids putting an antenna up on their house. So we'll just work with what we've got here. So the son-in-law is licensed, but he just doesn't get on the radio at all. But nonetheless, we enjoy talking to everybody, and Echolink can connect one way or the other, whether it's through Doylestown or other means. Well, I better get on to trivia before I time out, or maybe I should take a dime. I don't know if that was a fast enough dime or not, but we're going to go for it, KG5SYC back. As far as trivia, well, I think I'm going to go double C for Cibolo, straight across the board. So there you go. This is KG5SYC, back to net control.
All right, thank you, Sandy. Yeah, we got your answers down there for Charlie and Charlie. Yeah, I know about where you're located. I don't know exactly where your kids live, but I grew up not too far from there, actually out in Randolph. So I know the terrain, and you can probably hit the Portage County repeater just fine. You can probably hit the Talmadge repeater just fine. And you can probably hit the Uniontown, which is also linked with the Talmadge repeater, just fine. The Doylestown repeater, while high, as it is, can be a bit of a stretch from where you are. I've driven out that way. I've hit it all the way out by Berlin Lake at one point. It depends on where you are, whether you can hit it or not. So once you get like sort of west of Akron, it can be, let's say, hit or miss, as I mentioned, sort of above there, as far as whether you can hit the Doylestown repeater. So getting higher is always better if you have that option, and pointing it out there if you want, if you have a directional antenna. I don't know, just tossing it out there. And I know you were there for quite a while last year there, Sandy. And we got you in on RF okay-ish when you were there, because I could tell you were on RF versus Echolink. But, just worth tossing out there. You got a club here. They like you. They talk to you. And so maybe we can work something out. If you ever want to try to put something higher, we can probably get a group together to do that on a weekend. Just ideas I'm tossing out. Anyway, this is K8QKO on the WWQ repeater 147 Mark 3 positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. And I'm going to go down and talk to N3XUS Gene. How you doing, Gene? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight? All right, this is K8QKO on the WWK repeater 147 Mark 290, positive also with a PL total of 114 Mark 8. And I really hope I did not time out the repeater. We're trying to reach N3XUS Gene, November 3, X-Ray Uniform Sierra. Are you out there, and do you have comments for the Beacon Net? Okay, nothing heard from Gene there. Perhaps he disconnected from the repeater, and that's fine, just fine. Our next two stations here are in and out. That's AF5JV and WA8KOC, which takes us down to W8JON. Jonathan, how you doing, sir? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight? Whiskey Alpha 8, Juliet, Oscar November. Jonathan, are you out there, and do you have comments for the Beacon Net? Okay, nothing here from there. Let's go down and talk to KC8FQV Mark. How you doing, sir? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
All right, KC8QV. I'm going to say Grover Cleveland on the White House, Grover Cleveland on the other. The alternative thing, what? But the other one would be roller skates. The roller skates. So other than that, that's a busy day. We didn't go a lot of places. We just went 3 places. Went and got some gift cards. Well, we went to my sister's daughters and stayed there for some time, and then came to my brother's and stayed for some time. So we'll send it back to net control, KCFQV.
All right, thank you, Mark. We have your answers down there for Charlie and Charlie. And I don't know where you are. It sounds like you have a lot of background noise on you there, but I got most of what you were talking about. Anyway, thanks for checking in there, Mark. We appreciate it. And next we have KI5RFI Mac. How you doing, Mac? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
This is KI5RF Mac in Northwest Arkansas. It's a beautiful 39 degrees, feels like 28 here because of a 23 mile an hour. So I'm going to go with trivia questions of Charlie and Alpha. Charlie and Alpha. Everybody have a great Christmas, but I don't talk to you again. KI5RFI.
All right, thank you, sir. You have your answer down as Charlie and Alpha. Yeah, it sounds like a pretty chilly evening. I'll say comparable to what we have here. It's pretty close. Anyway, thanks for checking in there. We appreciate it. Next, we're going to talk to N5LKR. Kenneth, how you doing, sir? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
On this net, I'm going to go with Delta and Delta on the trivia questions. Other than that, I'm in Texas. It's not real bad down here right now. It's cool, but all of that is seasonal. So with that, I'll send it back to the net. N5LKR.
All right, thank you, Kenneth. Yeah, you got your answers down for Delta and Delta. And yeah, I've been in Texas at this time of year before. Many moons ago, I went through basic training, and I finished in right about this time of year, actually, basic training in tech school, and flew back to Ohio. So Texas, yeah, it gets a little chilly in the winter, but not anything near to Ohio. You put on a sweater in Texas, and you're fine. Get on an airplane and fly back to Ohio, and you walk out of the airport, you can put on a winter coat. So, yeah. Hey, I appreciate you checking in there, Kenneth, and thank you for checking in. Anyway, this is K8QKO on the WWKO repeater 147 Mark 3. I know positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8, and we are ready for more check-ins for the Beacon Net. If you want to check into the Beacon Net, please say your call sign phonetically, followed alphabetically, along with your name and location.
Kilo Delta 4, Alpha West India, location Florida.
Okay, I'm going to take it right there. Last station, your call sign was broken. Can you come back with your call sign phonetically twice, please?
This is Kilo Delta 4, Oscar Victor, India, coming to you from Orlando, Florida. Kilo Delta 4, Oscar Victor, India, coming to you from Orlando, Florida. Over.
All right, I copy that as Kilo Delta 4, Oscar X-Ray India from Orlando, Florida. Is that correct?
Negative. It's Oscar Victor, India. Over.
All right, I have that Kilo Delta 4 Oscar. I missed the second to last letter in India. Can you come back? Oscar Victor India, is that correct?
Affirmative. Orlando, Florida. Over.
Okay, I'm going to confirm. I think that is Kilo Delta 4, Oscar Victor India. That's not showing Orlando and NetLogger. That's showing Orange City. And that's showing the first name of Pete. Is it Kilo Delta 4, Oscar Victor India? Is that correct?
Roger, over.
All right, copy that, Pete. We got you in there. Is there anyone else who would like to check into the BeaconNet? Please call now.
KE8HNK, Elmer and Akron. I'll be in and out tonight.
Kilowatt Germany 7, Italy, Radio Japan, KG7, IRJ, Paul and Maslin. And I got the trivia questions.
KF8, Charlie Hotel Bravo, recheck.
Kilo Juliet 5, Alpha Tango Alpha KJ5 ATA, Guy from Georgetown, Texas.
All right, I'm going to take it right there. I'm sorry if I'm a little slow tonight. I have a KG7 IRJ Paul. I have a KI8 station. Let me start back at the top here. I have KH&K Elmer, who's in and out. I have a KJ7 IRJ Paul. I have a KI8 station. KI8, can you come back with your full call sign again, please?
KJ5 ATA, Guy from Georgetown, Texas.
All right, KJ5 ATA Guy, I have you in there. I have, I'm looking at call signs here in NetLogger. I have, let me go through NetLogger and I'll confirm everything. I have KH&K Elmer. I have KJ7 IRJ Paul. I have KF8CHB, which is a recheck, and I have KJ5ATA Guy. Is that correct for everybody that checked in there?
Kilo Alpha 8, Lima Yankee Juliet, KA8 LYJ, Bob in Barberton, just checking in.
All right, I have KA8 LYJ Bob checking in there. Okay, that clarifies things a little bit there. Okay, so we're going to go up and talk to KG7 IRJ Paul. How you doing, Paul? What do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
Oh, pretty good there, Nick. KE8QKO, KG7 IRJ. Yep, I've been listening for a while. Just figured you were slowing down enough so I could get in. Running a Bofang in the bedroom here. I got a double C on my trivia questions and C and C. And my laptop says it's 18 degrees here in Massillon. 18 degrees. So there next. KT7 IRJ.
Thank you, sir. We have your answers down with Charlie and Charlie. And then we're going to go on to KA8LYJ Bob. How you doing, sir? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Oh, hey, not much. Just wrapped up Sunday night game night. Turned the volume up on the UHF VHF rig and figured I'd check into the Beacon Net. And so here I am. And I did not hear the trivia questions. I did not expect to come up this soon in the list. So I was about to get into the NetLogger app and see if I could find the questions in the blue screen before you got to me. But wasn't fast enough.
All right, that's all right, Bob. They're in there, but it's a good time to reread them anyway, so anyone listening can grab them. Let's go talk to K8VZA Eric to get the primary question read for us again. Eric, take it away.
KE8QKO in the group. This is KE8VZA back with the main trivia question. Who was the first president to have a Christmas tree decorated with electric bulbs in the White House? Choices are Alpha, James Garfield; Bravo, Benjamin Harrison; Charlie, Grover Cleveland; or Delta, Theodore Roosevelt. KE8VZA back to net control.
All right, thank you, Eric. Let's go talk to KI5DAY Alan to get the alternate questions read for us. Alan, take it away.
All right, then. Oh, by the way, on the main trivia, I'm going to go ahead and guess C because I just wanted to say Grover on the air. And, yeah, tonight's alternate trivia question is, in one of the major cities in Venezuela, it is a tradition to do which one of these things on the way to Christmas Mass? Is it A, wearing homemade angel outfits to Mass singing Julian Gaita, a Venezuelan Christmas song? Or is it B, walking barefoot to Mass in ragged clothes to show that you have been charitable to the poor during the Christmas season? C, roller skate to Mass to make sure you're there on time? Or D, carry posters honoring a historical famous Venezuelan holy man, Cardinal Rafael Cornzales. KI5DAY back in it.
All right, thank you, gentlemen. Let's go back to K8LYG Bob. How you doing, sir? And well, how are you doing? I said that already. But do you have answers for the primary or for the trivia questions?
That's affirmative. I'm going to go with Charlie and Bravo. Charlie and Bravo. This is KA8LYJ.
All right, thank you, sir. You have your answers down for Charlie and Bravo. Next, we're going to talk to KJ5ATA Guy. How you doing, Guy? And what do you have for the Beacon Net?
Well, yeah, Beacon Network Control. This is Kilo Juliet 5 Alpha Tango Alpha, KJ5ATA. Georgetown, Texas. Always loved listening to the Buckeyes up there, you know, and the Beacon Net. Used to live up there a little while ago, but no, a long time ago. Anyways, yeah, I bet it's cold up there. We're cool, a little bit cool in Texas. Anyways, I'm going to go with D. D for number 1, Delta, and I'm going to go with Bravo for the second question. Anyways, been a pretty good day today. Went to church and been cool, and I got a new golf club at a thrift store. try it out at the golf range and see what it did for me. And luckily it was only $4 because I don't like it. I thought it was going to do something for me. It was what do they call it? An ironwood. Yeah, it's an ironwood. 5 ironwood. Anyways, it's built by Edge Tour called a bazooka, and I thought it was really going to do something, but it hurts my hand. Otherwise, not really a lot of heck of a lot shaking, except it's getting close to Christmas, and so that's okay. That's a good thing. Anyways, yeah, those are my answers. I'm going to throw it back to Matt. If anybody's seen any more drones lately, I want to know about them because I haven't heard anything about that for a while. So, anyways, back to network control. This is KJ5ATA.
All right, thank you, Guy. Have the answers down there is Delta and Bravo. As far as drones go, I imagine those are going to come out here on Thursday. All the new drones that get delivered for Christmas this year will probably show up on Thursday. That's my thought on that anyway. And we also had KF8CHB as a recheck. I believe that's in the net logger there. So KF8CHB, if you're out there and you have comments for the BeaconNet, please call now.
KF8CHB, back to net control. Just a real quick, I've been kind of listening on and off. My answers for the trivia questions are going to be Charlie and Bravo, CB. And with that, I will turn it back to you, wishing everybody a Merry Christmas. And yes, I've got the crud too, like everybody else. Instead of putting it on the microphone, maybe we should put it on the speakers to keep it flowing through from us. With that, Merry Christmas to all. May everybody be in good health and good spirits. KF8CHB out.
All right. Thank you, sir. You have the answers down there as Charlie and Bravo. And actually, as you mentioned that, maybe we should talk to our technical committee people and maybe we can get a mask installed on the repeater itself. That would help prevent any infection from traveling through to everybody in the local network. So, well, you know what? We've got a vice president, well, it's checking that we're going to talk to here in a little bit. We'll get to him and we'll see if we can get the mask installed on the repeater and see if that helps everybody out. Oh, actually, he's in and out, so he's not listening. But, Nick, if you're out there, put a mask on the repeater. That'd be awesome for us. Anyway, thank you, sir. We appreciate it. This is K8QKO in the WWKR repeater 147 Mark 3. I know positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. And we are at the bottom of our list. And, yeah, anyone that wants to check into the BeaconNet, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location. Okay, nothing heard there. Let's go talk to our net control team. K8VZA, K8QKO. What do you have for us tonight, Eric?
KE8QKO in the group, KE8VZA here. I'm going to abstain from the main trivia question, of course, and for the alternate, I'm actually going to go with Alpha, the angel costumes. And Alan's not going to want to hear this, but I think I saw a special on the Discovery Channel many years ago. It covered something like that. I'm dead serious. It wasn't PBS, though. Anyway, it just popped in my head. I was going to go with B originally, but we're going to go with Alpha. But, yeah, recovering from the crud. Yeah, I guess that's a good point. Need a mask on the radio speaker, too, as well as the mic. and then Andy will disown all of us. But anyway, don't have a lot more. Getting ready for Christmas and trying to shake this stuff before some family comes into town. So fingers crossed. So everybody else have a Merry Christmas, and we'll be back with the main trivia answer when I am summoned. So KE8 VZA back to net control.
All right, thank you, Eric. Got your answers for your alternate answer down as Alpha. And, yeah, you know, like you said, the speaker, but the repeater. If we put a big old mask on the repeater, that solves all the problems. It'd be like a big white mask hanging on a tower out in Downeast, Ohio, so we can solve that problem once and for all. Yeah, I did my family stuff this weekend. Went to my wife's family in Columbus. Came back, so now I am free. I'm ready for a sleeping in tomorrow. I'm going to, I don't want to say skip the gym tomorrow morning, but I'm sure as heck not going to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning to go to the gym when I have the day off work. So I'm going to go sometime tomorrow afternoon. And, yeah, that's where I'm at. Just kind of relaxing and enjoying a Sunday night and enjoying a couple of days leading up to Christmas. And I have to go back to work on Thursday and Friday. And then next week, same thing. So that's where I'm at. Anyway, let's go down and talk to KD8 EPC Dustin. Sorry to hear about your van, Dustin. I wish I really had something else to offer as an alternate, but I don't. But I hope that works out for you. I hope we can get it sorted out. But anyway, how you doing? And what do you have for the net tonight?
Nick, I don't see all your call signs, but good net, N5 LKR from Texas. Thank you. Merry Christmas to all out there on the net.
W8WKY.
All right, N5LKR. This is KE8QKO on the WWKY repeater 147 Mark 390. Positive offset with a BL tone of 114 Mark 8. I'm guessing you're coming in from Allstar or Echolink, so that probably doesn't really matter much to you. But it might matter to somebody driving through. So thanks for checking in there, sir. I wrote you down on my list, and I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you here in a minute to see if you have an answer for our trivia. So right now we're talking to the net control team and see if they have comments. And the next one, though he's listed in and out, I'm going to call for him anyway because I want to see if he can work out that mask problem. That's KD8 SLG. Are you out there, sir? And are you listening? All right, looks like Nick's not listening. He's listed in and out, so it's not a big surprise. Next, I know he's out there. See, I heard a song on blue screen. It's W8HRF. Josh, how you doing, sir? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
KE8QKO, W8HRF. Good evening, Nick. Good evening to the Beacon Netizens. I've been trying to figure out how to get you this photo, Nick. I finally gave up trying to upload it to my full Google Drive, and I'm sending it to the Beacon Net Discord. But I got a picture of the updated W8WKY repeater in there, courtesy of our friend ChatGPT. Updated the... anyways, I got a picture of it for you in there, so hopefully you get a laugh out of that. Man, I sound ridiculous right now. I'm just sitting down here in the ham shack, bouncing back and forth between the blue screen and doing a little bit more soldering. Gonna see if this circuit works to get my my microphone box working before Wednesday. Hopefully my voice comes back before Wednesday. But we'll see how it goes. Anyways, we just had a download day today. It was very relaxing. I fell asleep again. if you don't know, I hate falling asleep on Sundays. I know it's supposed to be relaxing, but it always feels like I'm some of my day is, I don't know, there's only so many days you have off during the weekend, so I like to not fall asleep during it. But this one was okay because I have this week off. So let's see. And then my mom came over and visited for a little while, so it was good to see her. So I'm going to let this drop and answer trivia. I don't know why my keyboard is sending random messages in the Google Discord. That's weird. My trivia answers are going to be for Eric's. I'm going to go with Theodore Roosevelt. He's awesome. It's probably somebody else, but I'm going to go with Delta. And, of course, I have to go with Delta for Alan's trivia question. Cardinal Raphael Cornzals. What a great name. So, anyways, I'm going to stop inflicting myself upon everybody's ears here now, as K8AMX says, and say 7-3. We'll hear you guys on Wednesday. Lucy and I will be doing the Beaconette and looking forward to doing that. So, everybody have a Merry Christmas, and we'll catch you later. W8HRF, K8QKO, W8HRF.
All right, thank you, Josh. Got your answers down there for Delta and Delta, or Delta and Delta. Anyway, Merry Christmas to you, sir, and thanks for checking in with us there. It's good to hear you. Hope you feel better soon. You definitely sound a little off tonight, but get some rest, get ready for Christmas, and I hope you and the family enjoy your Christmas morning. I know having a young one like you do, it's always the best for Christmas. I remember those days. It's funny is because when my niece was little, we'd have Christmas and we'd all go to my in-laws for Christmas morning, and they'd be late for Christmas. Like, why are they so late? They can come here for Christmas morning. When I had a kid, and felt their obligations of the morning Christmas routine that happens when you have kids. So anyway, I appreciate it. Thanks for checking in there, April, and happy to hear it. Let's see if your better half is out there. K8YUK, Miss Lucy, are you listening, and do you want to check into the Beaconette?
Good evening, everyone. You thought Josh sounded different. I had a Tylenol, a glass of orange juice, an orange, and another glass of orange juice. I will let you decide if this is better or not. I am doing nothing to affect this voice. I am speaking normally. I might need help. Anyway, this is terrible. I hate this. I haven't spoken since, probably we sat down for the radio, so my voice has just been marinating in whatever this is. Anyway, I'm going to listen to this recording later. Oh my gosh, I was not ready for this. I knew it dropped, but this is ridiculous. Okay, anyway, trivia. Yeah, I have to go with Teddy Roosevelt because he's awesome. His history is just insane. I'm not saying he was a perfect guy, but just, wow, what a dude. I actually have his autobiography, and it's really actually entertaining, and he remembers, or at the time, of course, he remembered a lot about all the stories that he was writing down. And it's really entertaining because he'll talk about the presidency, and then he'll go off on this tangent of some dude he knew who got in trouble with the police, but it was okay because he deserved to be in trouble with the police. It's just really entertaining. I've never finished it, but it's entertaining. One of my favorite stories I learned when we went out west was, and the facts are shaky because it was a while ago, but I think somebody tried to steal his horse, but he caught the guy, tied him up, and drug him behind his horse, and at night he would just read him poetry. I just kept the guy tied up. I could be wrong. I know it's not completely right, but I just love the guy. Just such a character. And one of my favorite high school memories was writing a nonsensical superhero story about Teddy Roosevelt. It's no good, but I remember doing it. I'm going to drop for time. K-E-8-Y-U-K returning. So yeah, the answer to the main will be Teddy Roosevelt, and for Allen's, boy, is that tricky. They're all plausible. D is way too plausible. I know Hispanic religious processions can often come with giant posters, so I really bought D for way too long. Good job, Alan. I'm going to go with C, just because roller skating is big in my family, skating's big in my family, to the degree that when Josh and I got married, I had all of my brothers as my bridesmaids because that was way too many men otherwise. Great decision. Highly recommend it. But the one thing we did get to do was all of them, including my little sister, came into the reception hall on roller skates. Sorry, rollerblades, not skates. But it was just legendary. The pictures are incredible. Good times. So, yeah, I'm going to go with C for Allen's. Oh, man, I talk about my day, but my voice is giving out. So it was a pretty good day. Glad Josh is home. Hopefully Christmas goes well. God bless everybody. Back to you, Nick and Nite.
All right. Well, thank you, Mr./Mrs. Lucy. Yeah, your voice is definitely sounding something there. And I'm going to say, knowing you and Josh, having met you and Josh, I'm guessing your wedding was awesome, and it would have been a hoot to attend. So the two of you together are fantastic, and we appreciate you being here and appreciate you as people. Have your answers out, Delta and Charlie there. I'm going to toss this out there. If you are still not feeling well on Wednesday and you need somebody to help you out with the net, let me know, because I can always step in if I need to. Can't say I'll be great at it, like tonight, but, if you need help, I'm happy to step in to help. So, yeah, toss that out there. And this is K8QKO on the WWKO repeater 147 Mark 290, positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. We're going to go talk to our last net control station, which is KI5 DAY Allen. How you doing, sir? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
W8WKY.
Sorry, I had to wait on my ID to get an ID in there. I was waiting patiently, but yeah, it caught me off guard. I forgot I was even on the... Oh. Let's try that again. Are you copying me okay?
Yes, sir. I am copying you just fine. Take it away.
Okay, sorry. I was looking at the screen and I saw the line change colors, and for some reason it confused me, and I thought I had lost connection, which has nothing to do with the NetLogger screen. Yeah, even Larry thought that was funny. Oh, my goodness, man. I'm tired of coughing. I don't know about the rest of you guys, but, yeah, it's not fun. I don't feel all that bad. I just can't quit coughing, and it's off and on again. But, yeah, I forgot completely what I was going to say. I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas. I'll probably be here Wednesday night hanging out. Why not? I'll be done with all the festivities early that day, so I should be here, and I will be off that night. So, man, yeah, like I said, I did give my answers. Grover, Cleveland, for the regular trivia. All disdain from, or whatever you want to call it, from answering my own question. But congrats to those who looked up the answers tonight. You always get it right when you look them up. Hi, hi. For those that didn't, thanks for playing along faithfully. What else? Man, I'm tired as the dickens. I've got some couch surfing and YouTubing going on right after this. I like to watch reaction videos and feed Larry Funyuns while I'm watching. He enjoys it too. So I'll shoot it back to you. I'll be waiting to get the answer. K5DAY, back to net.
All right, thank you, Alan. I understand the sporadic coughing. I've been that way myself for a couple of weeks, or a few weeks, or 4 weeks, or whatever the time frame has been. I forget. And yeah, whatever's been going around, it's been pretty nasty here. I heard norovirus at one point, which fit with some of my symptoms, but not all of them. But I'm not going to go into those details. Nobody wants to hear that mess. But anyway. I appreciate everybody checking in there. This is K8QKO with a WWK repeater 147 Mark 390, positive off of the PL tone of 114 Mark 8. And we are ready to take another round of check-in. So we've had a lot of stuff going on tonight. It's been kind of crazy. I've been all over the place. not my usual self, but, I'm tired. And so it's been a long weekend. I'm enjoying it. So, anyway, if you want to check on the BeaconNet, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location. Okay, somebody keyed up there and did not identify, but they were watching something on their TV, I think, so I'm not quite sure what they were watching. They didn't catch all of it. But I'm going to say again, if you would like to check into the BeaconNet, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location. Okay, nothing heard there. Let's go talk to our trivia masters and get our answers. Let's start with K8VZA, Eric. Get our answer for the primary. Oh, you know what? I did not give my answers. Before I go to Eric, my answers are Delta and Bravo. And then we'll go to Eric and get our answer for the primary question. Eric, take it away.
KE8QKO in the group. This is KE8VZA back with the main trivia answer. Who was the first president to have a Christmas tree decorated with electric bulbs in the White House? And the answer is Charlie Grover Cleveland. So Benjamin Harrison was the first to have... Oh, did I screw this up? Oh, my goodness. It's Bravo. I have a different column with the answer, but the answer is Bravo. Benjamin Harrison was the first to have a Christmas tree in the White House in... Oh, I'm sorry. I prepared this last week because it's part 2 of last week's question. Anyway, it's Charlie Grover Cleveland. I'll take a break. KE8VZA returning. I do apologize. The correct answer for main trivia is Charlie Grover Cleveland. So the backstory is Benjamin Harrison was the first to have a Christmas tree in the White House in 1889 with no lights, no electric lights anyway, but it wasn't until 1895, which was 4 years after the White House was wired with electricity, that Grover Cleveland requested the first family's tree be adorned with hundreds of multicolored bulbs. So there you have it. And last week was Thomas Edison's friend Edward H. Johnson who decorated the first tree with 80 blinking red, white, and blue lights. Anyway, so he was the predecessor in 1882, and then Grover Cleveland in the White House in 1895. So there you have it. Grover Cleveland, Charlie. KE8VZA, back to net control.
Okay, thank you, Eric. You got your answer is Charlie, but there seems to be some confusion. So I'm going to go with the answer is Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, and Delta. That makes everybody a winner. Thank you for all that you've done there, Eric. I really appreciate it. And next we're going to talk to KI5DAY Alan, the answer for the alternate question. Alan, take it away.
KI5DAY returning our tonight's alternate trivia. Wow. The answer B kind of ran away with it tonight, but we shall see. In one of the major cities in Venezuela, it is a tradition to do which one of these things on the way to Christmas Mass? Miss Lucy hit on something that you see pretty often with people holding posters of famous passed on people above their heads, but that was not her answer, nor was it the right answer. The actual answer, believe it or not, is C, roller skating to Mass. Wow, yeah, it's kind of strict, but the backstory behind that, let me let this drop real quick. The custom of skating to church on Christmas Eve actually originated in Caracas, the nation's capital. There was a Father Mendoza, who was a Catholic priest, began asking people to roller skate to church after observing that many of his parishioners were having a difficult time arriving to church on time due to sluggish traffic and packed streets. So yeah, it was a actual tradition is actually riding roller skates to church. So I guess it's a pretty common thing there. It's a rather strange thing. But I would just like to give myself 1,000 points for the other brilliant answers I came up with. Hi. And with that, it's been a fun net. And I'll be listening off to the end here and say 73 and Merry Christmas, KI5DAY.
All right. Well, thank you very, very much there, Alan. I suspected the pauper approach because of the economic turmoil that have occurred in Venezuela, and I figured that's the safest way to get to church is look like somebody that doesn't have money, so you don't get robbed on your way. But now that I've heard the roller skates, maybe we'll hear back from Josh and Lucy, and maybe they can try roller skating at their church. That can be a lot of fun. Let's see how that works out for them. Maybe roller skating to church on Wednesday morning would be awesome. Maybe they'd be willing to grace us with like a radio talk while on their way to church. That'd be awesome. So Josh and Lucy, if you decide to roller skate to church on Wednesday, let me know. We'd love to hear you on the repeater on your way to church. Anyway, thank you there, Alan. We appreciate it. And this is K8KKM on the WWKY repeater. 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. And we're at the bottom of our list here. We're going to take one more, and I say again, one more round of check-ins or rechecks to the BeaconNet. If you want to check in or recheck, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
W8WKY.
All right, nothing heard, so that's all right from me, and I'm going to close this thing down. On behalf of the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, I say it myself, K8VCA, K8SLG, K8EPC, KI5DAY, W8HRF, and K8YUK. I would like to thank each and every one of you for checking in with us this evening. Come and join us on the next edition of the BeaconNet, Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on the WWKY repeater, Allstar Node 48496 and Echolink WWKY-R. You are welcome to join us on the barometer net, also on the WWKY repeater at 7 a.m. Eastern Time, except for Sundays. Don't forget to check out our friends on the Board and Breaker net every day at noon Central Time on Allstar Node 49562 and Echolink N5XQK-R. You've been listening to the BeaconNet. This is K8QKO on the WWKY repeater. Return the repeater to normal and customary amateur radios, this time 73 all.
This is Whiskey Zero India Romeo Romeo.